so this is your man Mamusi coming to you right here from Ghana. I noticed I hadn't really done any beginner lessons, so this lesson is all about that beginner who wants to start playing guitar. Okay, so intermediate and advanced guys, bear with me here. So the first thing to look out for is getting the right guitar. Okay, getting and I would really recommend you go with an experienced person, maybe your guitar teacher or a friend who is good at the guitar, because this first step could either encourage you to go on learning the guitar or give up. Okay, so just some little things to look out for. I'm going to give you some highlights of those in this video. Okay, so the first thing would be to get the right size. Okay, so you could go to the shop, wrap your hand around the guitar, see how it feels, because to get good you need to practice. I would recommend at least 15 minutes a day. Okay, so if the guitar is too big for you to hold, that could be one discouraging factor. Okay. Lots of people have given up guitar before they even started because it was quite unbearable to hold. Okay. And the next thing I would talk about is the action. This is really, really crucial here. Okay, the action is these are the strings. Okay, these are the strings. The height of the strings from the fretboard is what we call the action. Okay, if it's too high, it's going to be tough to get started in the first place. It's going to be hard to press down. Okay, so you might want to ask your friend or the guy at the shop to check that for you. Okay. The next thing would be to look out for the tuners. Okay, these are the tuners. Okay, if they are cheap, the guitar isn't going to stay in tune. Okay, so your teacher teaches you how to tune, or maybe you learn how to tune on YouTube or something, and you're done tuning, you start playing for a minute or two, and it's like it's out of tune, it doesn't sound so good. So that's the next thing I would recommend you look out for. Okay, and to solve all these, it's safe to okay, if you're in Ghana, I would recommend 1,000 Ghana cedi worth of guitar. Okay, so going cheaper than that could be risky. You could get some really cool guitars at 500 Ghana cedi, and if you are in the States, or if you spend the dollar as your currency, then I'll be looking at $300, $200. That's quite safe. But you could get some really good guitars for $100. You never know. It's just go with someone, like I was saying before, and so that's something to really look out for. Okay, so what else? Let's see, what else have I not talked about? Yeah, and the next thing would be the nut width. Okay, so where I'm playing here, this is the nut of the guitar. This white material is the nut. Okay, so the nut width is the spacing from here to here. Okay, the spacing right here is the nut width. So if it's too wide, like a classical guitar, which is 2 inches wide, and you have small hands, that's going to be that might be tough to practice on. Okay, and if you have big hands like mine, maybe bigger, I don't know, and your nut width is small, that could cause some problems. Okay, that could make it tough for you to learn. So I would recommend learning a chord or two, and then like maybe a C, or the open chords, C or E, or a couple of chords, and then try those at the shop before you purchase the guitar. Yes, so to wrap it up, let's look at three more factors, okay? The first thing here is about how the neck of the guitar feels, okay? You may not be a player yet, but you could just hold the neck, try a few necks at the shop. If it's got sharp edges, okay, some really cheap guitars have sharp edges, so the fret is poking out like that, and that can be really uncomfortable to practice on, okay? So watch out for that. And then also what we call the neck profile. So if the neck is too thick for you, that could be also a bit uncomfortable. So you could do just what I was saying before, just wrap your hand around it, check the edges, make sure it's smooth. And then also if it's not too thick, okay, some guitars like the Gibsons have quite a thick neck, which some people really like, but just look out for that, okay? Okay, the other thing is about the sound, okay? You could let the guy you're going with to the shop play a few guitars, so you choose what sounds best to you, because ultimately it's the sound that is going to inspire you to keep playing the guitar, okay? So that's one thing to look out for. The other thing to look out for, I'm going to say. Okay, so one more thing, the last thing actually has to do with the look of the guitar. Does it look good? How does it look on you? So if it looks good, it calls you to pick it up and play it, which is what you need to keep you motivated, one of the things. So guitar is science, the way it's put together, it's all science, but it's also art, so it's got to sound good, it's got to look good, it's got to feel good. Those three boxes should be checked, okay? So the way it looks, really, I think it matters. When I look at my guitar, it's just like, ooh, it's calling me, it's nice, come play me, that kind of thing. So that's the last thing to consider, okay? Okay, wish you all the best on your first purchase. So all that being said, I'm going to give you your first lesson, okay? If you've never played the guitar, you've never touched the guitar, you've never played any chords, I'm going to give you your first lesson, okay? So some people start by teaching the D chord, some the E, the A minor, and so on. But I prefer to begin with a C, okay? I'm going to explain why later, okay? So here's your first chord. First of all, let me talk about the parts of the guitar, okay? I just want to save you some time. You could just go online and just type parts of the guitar. You're going to see everything, okay? But let me run you through that quickly here, okay? So this is actually the head, you can call it the headstock of the guitar, okay? So these are the tuners I was talking about for tuning the guitar, okay? Right here you've got the nut. This is the nut here. They're made of different materials. The cheaper guitars would have plastic. The more expensive guitars would have bone or tusk, ivory, lots of other materials which contribute to the sound of the guitar, okay? So this is the nut here, and this whole part is the neck of the guitar, okay? But if you watch the side of the guitar, you can see like a black and then a brown. The black is the fretboard. So in the factory, when they build the guitars, this is actually